Still trying to focus.
Focus. I'm not gonna wait any longer. What the fuck was that? So we just saw Sorry to Bother You.
Yeah, we can't really talk about this one without getting into some major spoilers.
Yeah, this is probably a goddamn focus. Short review, because it's one of those things like, I don't want to say a goddamn thing.
Yeah, I got
about. I mean, like, to a lesser degree, we kind of have to.
Yeah, I kind of got things spoiled.
I had
frickin' user reviews. Yeah, I knew you'd go and
I had no clue.
Yeah. Yeah.
And again, it's one of those things like I don't want to say a fucking thing that's gonna give things away, because like I'd be shocked if people guessed the twist in this.
Yeah. You thought Shyamalan had some crazy out there things? You haven't seen Sorry to Bother You.
On that note, this movie was a wild fucking ride.
Yeah.
Definitely not what I was expecting.
Yeah, it's good, like...
Definitely not what the trailer sold.
Yeah, it's much more absurdist than we'll let you believe.
Yeah. This is... The first half, anyway, is like Glengarry Glen Ross with elements of Brazil, and then it just goes full Brazil. And again, that's like the most I can say without giving away spoilers. It really is. Yeah. So, like, just... God damn it, it's gonna be really hard to talk about. Yeah. Like, we have to dance around it.
Yeah. Needless to say, it has very strong imagery in regards to how... about the working class in America today.
Yeah, like, actually, it kind of ties into an interesting thing, because I remember I saw the first Purge, like, last week.
Yeah.
And I kind of briefly talked about, like, the importance of satire, and I think it's kind of, because, like, yeah, this is kind of what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Because it's smart satire, it's clever, it's expertly well written. There's a lot of great visual cues and just random out there jokes that give us great surreal feel to it.
Yeah, it's like not quite surrealism, but I mean,
it gets pretty fucking surreal.
Because that's why I said, like, I was kind of I lean more towards absurdist. Because it's one of those things where, like, with surrealism, it's the idea that's in a dreamlike state and that's normal. Whereas with this, it kind of acknowledges...
I don't know, there's a lot that was going on, particularly like in the background of shit, that was kind of like, I don't know, I feel like these are just things that people around him just accept.
Yeah.
Like, a perfect example, and this is not, I'm not giving anything away, this is in the trailer, when he first gets a job as a telemarketer, and you see that, like, the people in the copy are in the background, and just every time it cuts back to them, there are more papers flying in the background.
Which... kind of
like that.
Yeah, which kind of ties in, I think, to a theme that, like, is kind of brought up later in the movie by Steven Yeun's character, Squeeze.
Which one?
Steven Yeun?
I mean, like, what did he say? I don't remember.
The idea of, like, how when a problem is a problem without a solution, it's normal.
You get used to the problem, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, no, that's a good way to put it, too. But, yeah, like, this is basically, like, for a good majority movie, this is basically Glengarry Glen Ross with Brazil plus racial overtones.
Yeah, there are some, and it wasn't quite as, like, focusing on that as I expected. Like,
it's pretty, like, as far as, like, racial, talking about race stuff, it's pretty subtle.
Yeah,
or like, I mean, like, until it gets, like, the more clearly satirical, jokes, and like the one including a rap song where I sat there wide-eyed and laughing my ass off, as in I should not be laughing at this. And again, I'm not gonna dare give it away. Like, this is one of those rare cases where I don't want to talk about too much about spoilers.
Yeah, the best way to describe it is this was the best use of what people think rap is since Get 'Em to the Greek.
Have I seen Get 'Em to the Greek? It's been a long time.
That was the pseudo-sequel to, or was a spin-off to Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Okay, yeah.
The one where Aldous Snow...
Russell Brand, I never saw that one, but I know of it.
It's a good movie. You should check it out when you get the chance. But it... yeah, let's just say it's... an interpretation of how people view things.
I mean, it talks a lot. I mean, like, first off, it takes place in Oakland, so you have a lot of that poverty imagery. Yeah. It's like the main themes, and at least in my opinion, you can correct me if I'm wrong, seem to be just like, I don't want to say the 1%, but just how the higher class focus on keeping the rest of people in poverty, and how there's all kinds of barriers to get past that particular barrier, while also dangling that carrot to get you to try to work harder to get the higher up there.
And that idea of just like. Yeah, pretty much. It's that whole idea of, like, the difficulties of trying to get up there, how the American dream seems to be more built on selling out than selling.
And also riding on the backs of others.
Yeah.
In more ways than one.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, this movie has a fascinating meta-narrative.
Yeah.
Like, when you really break it down. Like, again, I'm still processing a lot of it, because it does go in some wild fucking directions. But again, you kind of think from the trailer that it's kind of going to be all about race, and in a way, it still kind of is.
Yeah, like, there are definitely some
It's more, but I would say racial class.
Yeah.
More than just pure racism.
Yeah, because it focuses on kind of like the general idea of economics as well.
And let's face it, and I know I'm not exactly the most qualified person to talk about this, but racial expectations.
Yeah.
Is a big part of it too, because that's why the whole light voice in there. I mean, like, Now, what I like about it too is it's not overt about it. Like, again, a lot of it's played subtle, and like, again, not like, this is a bad thing, this is a racist thing. So much as it's just how it is, and you have to accept what it is. But what it is awful.
Yeah.
Like the fact that he has to use a white voice to sell people stuff because no one wants to buy from a black person.
Yeah.
Or even someone that even remotely sounds black, stuff like that. Or even like when they get to upper class, they can never not talk in a white voice, and stuff like subtle stuff like that. It's like, we don't care what your skin is, but as long as you act white, we don't care.
Yeah, and so that idea of racial identity is really prevalent throughout, which I thought, I got that vibe from the trailer.
Yeah, and I did too. Granted, it takes the action movie takes some interesting routes with that. I think. Yeah, biting my tongue, I can't say it.
Yeah. It focuses on many kinds of identity.
Yeah.
And obviously, like you said, the things that we can't really talk about definitely tie into that.
Absolutely. But like, I do want, like, this is spoiler-ish, but not really, because I feel like this is like the one part it's kind of safe to talk about without giving too much away, is when Armie Hammer comes into play towards the end of the movie. Like, again, I'm not giving anything away. It's in the trailer. We know they meet up at some point from the trailer. And God damn it, I'm really becoming a huge fan of Armie Hammer really quickly.
Yeah. Even in the shitty stuff he tries.
Armie Hammer, like, when he's doing comedy, he's fucking gold.
Yeah.
That's where he really shines, I think, more than as a straight man, because for every Lone Ranger, we have free fire, so... we just kind of pretend Lone Ranger never happened.
Yeah.
But
well, to be fair, he did his
best.
No, I think about it, like, his best dramatic role was probably frickin' Social Network.
Well, there was also that one that I think we missed, Call Me By My Name.
Yeah.
But I heard he's pretty good on that. I didn't see it, but I'm just going off what I heard.
I didn't know he was in that.
Apparently, he's been asked to sign up a shit ton of peaches since that movie came out. He's getting tired of it. That's all I've heard recently. But yeah, so there is a scene where they meet up for the first time, because I guess at this point, and again, I'm not giving anything away. It's in the trailer. Green, that's his name, right? Cassius Green.
Yeah. I don't know how I didn't get that pun.
Yeah, well, it's like the other pun they throw at us early on with the woman. It's like, "Hi, my name's Deborah."
De Boceri.
De Boceri. It spells debauchery.
Yeah.
So stuff like that. Like, that's
the
like,
guy, he was like, kind of looks like debauchery. It's not.
That's kind of what I'm talking. Like, that felt very Glenn Ross to me.
Yeah. It reminded me of Shawshank Redemption.
Little bit.
By Alexander Dumbass. Dumbass? It's Dumas.
A little bit. I think more just like that visual extremism.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Because again, it just for me, it just reminded me of the Alec Baldwin speech from Glengarry Girls, which by the way, still my all-time favorite movie speeches.
The Something for Closers one.
Yeah, that one. ABC, always be closing.
Yeah,
where he just comes out. You know what it takes to sell real estate? Grabs like a pair of brass balls. It takes brass balls to sell real estate.
Still need to see that movie.
Honestly, you don't even need to see the movie. Just look up that speech. Like he got nominated for an Oscar for that movie. That's the only scene he's in. That's how good the speech is.
Yeah, I know there's some movies that like people are only in there for like a moment. They get like these Best Supporting Actor nominations. Like I think that happened for Midnight Cowboy.
I didn't see Midnight Cowboy.
Yeah, where it's like someone's in there for 10 minutes. She got a Best Supporting Actress nomination.
That's how long Alec Baldwin is in Glengarry Glen Ross, but it's a fantastic 10 minutes. There's only like one part of it that doesn't age particularly well, but other than that, like I was like, it's still fucking gold. It's still such a good. Whenever I need I'm feeling like unmotivated, I'll watch that thing. Just get a swift kick in the ass. Yeah. As far as motivation goes. But anyway, I could talk about that scene all day long. Let's talk about the movie. So yeah, when they get the part with Armie Hammer, Armie Hammer just starts throwing out expectations of what he expects Cassius to do.
Yeah.
Well, you come from Oakland. Tell me some hood stories, or
ever bust a cap in someone's ass.
Yeah. He's always carrying a riding crop too, which is also just visually disturbing during that whole sequence.
Yeah.
It's kind of driving home that whole he's essentially a slave, like a slave runner.
Yeah.
And again, I'm not really giving away much. They make that pretty clear from the first 5 minutes of the movie that too is because when he's introduced, he's wearing this extravagant white scarf with this and I got a laugh out of me. Nobody else laughed because I don't think anyone else got the joke. The visual joke of he's the he might as well be like the modern day plantation owner. At least that's what I got out of it.
I just saw him as a typical hipster douchebag.
No, at least for me, that's how I felt like they were playing it up.
They probably were.
Just the extravagant, and it was all white. It was all white too. So it was like, well, my boys be working in the fields today. You go get old Reggie. That's kind of how it felt to me. It was just missing the top hat, and then whatever. But that's kind of what I got out of it personally. And then that shows him riding a horse. That same scene to kind of sell that home of he's the man in charge. He's the man in the field. He's one in the big house. That's what you're looking for. And oddly enough, the whole movie's about people getting to the big house.
Yep.
Which kind of plays into that slavery theme the more I think about it. Fuck, this movie's got layers.
Yeah. It's like, I kind of realized that about 5 minutes ago when you mentioned things, I was like, oh, now I really see the connection here.
I was like, God damn, this movie really is about slavery. All right.
But, yeah, acting, for the most part, was pretty solid across the board.
Yeah.
Lakeith Stanfield was good. Tessa Thompson was great.
She was the girlfriend, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was really good. I like Tessa Thompson. I think it's good to see. I'm glad she's standing out on her own.
Yeah, she the fact that she shows is huge range.
Yeah, and especially between this and Creed, she's got a good career ahead of her.
Yeah, and of course, Thor Ragnarok. She was Valkyrie.
Oh yeah. See, I didn't even recognize her. That's how good she was.
She was also in Annihilation, and even despite our gripes about the movie, she did a good job in it.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, that's just another one of those movies where it's I will concede it is a mostly smart movie aside from some issues I have.
I won't.
I just think that I don't like the way it goes about it. Is really pretentious about it.
It's if you're so smart, movie, learn what refraction means.
Yeah, no one can defend that. Nope. You could have said transmutation.
You could have gone. Fucking hell, Rampage made more sense. And it ends under that fucking joking Tom and Jerry when someone's on the other side, pretending to be the mirror.
Yeah.
That's a fucking climax. Anyway, I'm getting off topic.
I felt Terry Crews was a little bit on the flat side, though.
I like Terry Crews in this. I like seeing him at least trying to do different things.
Yeah. No, I love Terry Crews. It's just, he felt a little wooden in his delivery.
I didn't notice too much, but I can see where you're coming from.
Yeah. What else?
I think if I had any minor gripes, it'd be like this song does a lip syncing didn't quite work.
The thing is, like, Tessa Thompson's worked the best, I think, because you can see her, like, doing that over-exaggeration.
Yeah, but, like, when you're getting to
where it's like
Cassius, where he's kind of mumbling the lip sync, it's a little more obvious. It's like it's kind of obvious that he's lip syncing.
Yeah,
I mean, granted, it's obvious regardless.
Yeah, I mean, the voice acting is fantastic. It just didn't quite match right.
Yeah, but like, especially with Cassius, I feel like more than any of the other ones felt the most out of place.
Well, even the other guy, the one that Patton Oswalt voiced,
I thought he did okay.
He did.
There was a couple parts where he was off key, but I thought he did okay.
For Lakeith Stanfield, I think it was much more noticeable because of how often he had to do it.
Yeah, that's fair. But he's also making the less, like, kind of like you mentioned before, the less less big movements with it too.
Yeah.
So that kind of like he seemed like the most uncomfortable with it.
Yeah.
And that kind of showed me. Other than that, his performance is great. Like I'm. God damn, it's been a really good couple months for movies.
Yeah, I am glad I was able to see this.
Yeah, me too. I'm glad.
It's like,
I'm glad we saw this. Not Skyscraper right before I left.
Yeah. Like, the best way to describe it is, it is an awkward but very, very good debut. Like, it is.
This is definitely the best satire I've seen in a very long time, and I would personally categorize this as surreal. Just because for me, at the very least, I did feel like it did present a world that was familiar, but just felt off just enough that you're, like, to me, if it always kind of kept me off guard a little bit, and then like it just built on that from there. So I think it started on a solid foundation of that, and the bigger it got, the more kind of delve into that surrealism. So like it's not necessarily the twists are surprising, but they're not implausible in the world of the movie.
Yeah. And I think for me it was the fact that, like, there was some acknowledgement. That's why I kind of classified it more as absurdist, where like because, like, as I said, with surrealism, it's the idea that it's like it's almost dreamlike, where this is more like
to a certain extent, though. I felt like this kind of was
for me. I'm not sure, because I saw more as like they had these moments of like admittedly, absurdism and surrealism walk a very fine line. It's really hard. I don't even know how to classify it sometimes.
But like to me, there were the parts that did feel very dreamlike, kind of like, again, like how if he's making a phone call, all of a sudden he's just in the room with them, working the bidet and stuff like that. When he introduces the white voice for the first time, how everything kind of goes in that weird stupor, almost like you're drunk in that moment, and stuff like that. I feel like there were a lot of dreamlike sequences in the film,
right? On
top of the world building it does.
Okay.
That I would again, I guess that's more of a personal.
Yeah.
I guess it depends on your own personal definition and how you see it. But there's definitely a lot to go, like lot to get into this movie. And again, this is one I'll talk about when we get to the top 10 list. When I feel like enough time has passed. Like if you get to the top 10 list, you haven't seen it by now, it's your own fucking fault. Because this is gonna be on there. I'm calling it right now. Like I can't realize how I saw this good satire.
Yeah.
Like the satire was this clever and this well done and this so disarming. I guess is the word I'm looking for. I mean, I can't think of much else to say without giving away spoilers. Can you?
Not really. It's unique to say the least.
And it's refreshing to see, like, okay, good. There's still original ideas in Hollywood.
Yeah, and I know that because, like I told you before, I actually worked with Boots on Rope-a-Dope 2.
Yeah.
And he'd actually been working on it since then.
Really?
Yeah, so he's had this script for a while.
Huh. Not in pre-production, I assume.
I think he was writing. I'm not sure if he was writing it or he had written it, and he was trying to get, like, funding and all that for it.
Man, I would love to know what he was smoking.
But
it's like, dude, you're like the Kevin Smith antithesis. Drugs do work. Yeah, because you brought up Tusk or what? Oh shit! No, I can't say more than that. Fuck.
Yeah.
Anyway, want to quickly go over trailers?
Yeah.
All right. It's gonna be a shorter review, but again, it's just a really damn good movie, and you should go see it. And like, I feel like saying more than the bare minimum is doing a disservice. So yeah, the first one we got is for eighth grade.
I'm curious about that one.
We'll see. I don't know. That one can go either way for me.
Yeah.
Because it looks like it could be this year's Edge of 17. It could also be one that's trying too hard to be.
Yeah, Bo Burnham is an interesting comedian, so I'm kind of wondering to see how that goes.
I'm not too familiar with his work.
He was one of the guys in Big Sick.
Okay.
Yeah, he was the skinnier guy that was always talking shit with
Right. Right. Okay.
Yeah, I can't really describe his stand-up. He does like a mix of things.
I think this is definitely the kind of movie that rises or falls based on your lead, and I don't know about her yet.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, okay, she's doing the awkward thing, but I can't tell if it's deliberately awkward or...
Based on the way the trailer plays out, it feels pretty deliberate.
I mean, it plays it straight, but it's one of those things, like, that could also be trailer editing, too.
That's true.
So that's definitely the case. I'm waiting. I'm gonna wait and see. I'm gonna wait and see.
Mm-hmm.
And it's an A24 movie. They usually make reliably good movies.
Yeah.
Then we got the Sisters Brothers. Okay, I do want to see this one.
Yeah, just because of the bitch slap in the end.
Well, I was like, I love Joaquin Phoenix.
I just love all those actors are great in there.
Yeah, and what's his name?
Riz Ahmed, John C. Reilly. Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yeah.
I was kind of laughing. I was like, oh, I see we got the Nightcrawler team up again.
I mean, you would have had me if you just had Joaquin Phoenix and John C. Reilly in there working together. Because, like, I've yet to see a bad performance in Joaquin Phoenix. I would even say Gladiator was a good performance in Joaquin Phoenix. You know what? He had fucking fun. Even when he was on the backstage doing that.
So I'm just laughing. All right. I slapped you, embarrassed you. You just slapped me, we'll be even. Boom!
The fuck is wrong with you? So, Sister Brothers, I won't really want to see that one. Then we got Nobody's Fool. That's the Tyler Perry movie.
Oh.
That was the one where the guy next to you just made me lose a little faith in humanity.
Oh, yeah. No, how do you feel? I had to sit next to him.
Yeah, I know. That's why I deliberately picked the other chair. Because I was like, nope. I kind of looked over him and I looked over you just to see I want to see if I can see part of the soul escape from the nostrils as it fades into the ether. But yeah, he was like, hey. Now, it was actually kind of fascinating to watch because he was doing that laugh he do when he goes he has a straight face. He goes, ha ha ha. It was weird, and I'm watching. It's like, dude, they're not even telling fucking jokes.
Had this. Then we had Night School, which had the exact same reaction.
Oh, because that same fucking actress, and I'm already sick of her. Because she hasn't been big for that long, and already I'm like, bitch, shut up.
Next trailer.
You don't want to talk more about Kevin Hart, too?
No, fuck Kevin Hart.
Then we got the Black K Klansman, which did not get as much of a laugh from our neighbor.
And that kind of made me mad.
Yeah, it made me mad, too. I was like, you uncultured swine.
You're the reason our country's going down the shitter.
That was when I got out of War for Planet of the Apes, and some guy went,
how did they make a movie with monkeys fighting each other boring?
Yeah, that's how I wanted to. This is why we have 5 Transformer movies. Soon to be 6, God help us.
To be fair, that new one actually looks kind of interesting.
Yeah, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's got the director of Kubo.
I know, it just goes to show, give it to literally anyone else, and they can make it work, make it better.
Wait, it wasn't one, but it's oh my god, I can actually see what's happening in the action.
I know, right? But yeah, Black K Klansman, that one looks fun. In a black comedy kind of way.
Yeah.
Black as in dark, not as in race, although they just play a big part in it.
I'm just wait, I was like, this doesn't sound right any way you say it.
Yeah. I be digging it. Don't mind me, just digging my grave.
I've been digging up my grave all the live long day.
6 feet. 6 feet. It's got to be 6 feet under. All right. Anyway.
And when I reach 6 feet under, that's when I go away.
All right. I'll give you that one. That was good. That was good. Then we got Blind Spotting,
which made the second biggest 180 turn of the evening.
Oh yeah, I've seen that trailer before, so I knew that was coming.
Yeah. I knew it was kind of too, but just because I read about it a little bit earlier, and well, I read the summary about the movie, I was like, how is this supposed to be part buddy comedy?
But at the same time, you can make that work, because I do firmly believe that comedy does have a way to disarm the audience, and when you want to do serious stuff, it hits you all. The message hits you stronger.
Yeah.
And like this one, like just trailer alone got me interested visually. Just having the kid go, "Don't shoot," and laughing about it, I was like, okay, that's kind of fucked up.
Yeah, I was like.
And it's like, and again, because like it's not unrealistic either. Because I know Ron would probably tell me the same thing. And it's like that makes it kind of horrifying.
Yeah. It's like there are times where making light of something helps you deal with it. That just made it way more uncomfortable.
It's like, oh. It's like how Ron told me, like, yeah, every black mom has had a discussion with their child about what to do if they see the police, like in incredible detail.
Yeah.
For that exact reason.
Yeah.
And it's like, fuck. All right, that could be pretty good. Then the last one we got is for Creed 2.
Which I'm also looking forward to. My only, obviously, complaint is that,
yeah, I love the first Creed.
oh my god, why did I suddenly forget the first movie's director's name?
Gavin something? No.
What? I know it's not that!
No, I don't know what I'm thinking of, but it's not that.
Oh god, I can't believe I just forgot his name!
Yeah,
I fucking love his movies, too! I'm getting like, I'm forgetting everything now. No, because they changed directors.
Yeah, I heard about that.
It's like, aw.
Yeah, so that's always that concern is like, can they do it, or are you gonna get another Rocky 4, which is basically a direct sequel to technically.
How ironic.
Ryan Coogler.
Thank you. Yeah, so I'm a little sad that he's not back. The movie still looks pretty interesting.
Yeah, like every time I see that, I always just think of Creed the Musical, which is a video on YouTube, which is kind of great.
Oh yeah,
because that's
you showed some of that to me.
I just like it has that part where like at this Stallone Creed like duo song where it just goes, Drago, you killed my father. Drago, you killed Apollo. And every time I see that trailer, like the Drago, the Drago vest pops up, that's the first thing that comes to my mind. And it makes me kind of chuckle myself every time. Just Stallone going, Drago, you killed Apollo. It's a stupid thing, so it makes me giggle. But no, I love the first Creed. I'm hoping I really hope that they do make this a successful franchise, even though it is a different director. Because like I want to see more of this, so I'm terrified they're gonna fuck it up.
Well, anything can happen if apparently the next frickin' Mamma Mia movie can get good reviews.
You're shitting me.
Nope. It's got a 91 on Rotten Tomatoes last time.
You are shitting me!
Want to check it out?
When does this come out again?
This weekend, actually.
Hold on. Confirm this bullshit. I don't believe you. It's not showing up, goddammit.
Hold on. Look up upcoming.
I'll just look at the actual movie. Drum roll, please, ladies and gentlemen. No, but Mamma Mia, goddammit.
2 M's.
Oh, okay.
I think.
You're not being... okay, yeah, you're right. Never mind, I'm wrong. Mamma Mia. Here we go again. How many reviews does this thing have? 35. I don't fucking believe you, Rotten Tomato.
Oh shit. Oh god.
Look what you did.
Apparently they got a new director, too, who actually has good credits.
Okay. Biggest surprise of the year. I don't know. Like, we'll see. All right, at least I'll go in there with a more open mind than I did before. I'll say that much. But then again, it could be another Beauty and the Beast scenario.
Or Sausage Party.
Or Jungle Book.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wasn't bad, but definitely overrated.
I thought it was bad. Then again, I have not liked many of the remakes, and I'm not very popular in that opinion. So, yeah. On that note.
Are we really that out of touch? No. It's everyone else that's wrong.
Totally. Otherwise, we'd be wrong. That can't be right. So that was the last trailer. So you got any final thoughts for Sorry to Bother You?
Definitely check this out if you want something very, very interesting, to put it lightly.
I know the two girls that sat next to me came in high, and I think they made the right decision.
So that would explain the smell.
You didn't recognize that?
No, I did.
Yeah, I was like, smells like Santa Cruz.
Yeah, no, I smelled it. I just didn't know where. I was like, oh, that kind of explains a lot.
Yeah, it was the two girls next to me. So, yeah, it's really great. I recommend it. Without giving away the twist, say what you thought of it in the comments, like in general terms. I'm genuinely curious. For people like me who had no clue.
Although you certainly had the perfect response to it.
Yeah. I did, and I can't say it now. I'm kind of pissed. But anyway, so I'm heading out of town tomorrow for Comic-Con. I'll try to get some footage of it there. At the very least, I'm planning on going to see. They're premiering the Death Superman anime movie, Part 1 there. So I'm going to see that and review it.
By the way, apparently James Gunn's going to be debuting something. Friday, Hall H, 6:15. He left a teaser symbol, and many of us are wondering what it could be.
I don't even try Hall H.
Yeah, I'm curious, though.
People camp overnight for that shit. I'm not doing that.
I camped here for 48 hours, and I lost my spot.
Don't take my time on that. That being said, the honor rules are pretty good over there, honestly. If you say, like, oh, can you see my spot? I'll be like, oh, sure, they'll totally do it for you. Yeah. Everyone kind of gets it, you know. When I went there last year, I'm delivering food to a friend of mine in line. Well, a friend now. I wasn't really a friend back then. I was a girlfriend's friend. Anyway, that's the whole thing. So, yeah, that's all I got. So, see you guys later, I guess. Bye.
See ya.
For Mom Mia 2, apparently.